Hello to all. Today I am going to discuss you about the physiology of lactation. So first, what is the definition? So definition of lactation describe the production of breast milk and its secretion from the mammary gland after delivery. So here showing the structure of mammary gland, that is breast. Mature breast, structure of breast. So lactation is the production of breast milk and its secretion from the gland. So lactation can be divided into main 5 stages. First comes mammogenesis, that is development of breast to a functional state. Second comes lactogenesis, means synthesis and secretion of milk from the breast alveoli. Third comes galactokinesis. Galactokinesis means ejection of milk outside the breast. Fourth comes galactopoiesis, means maintenance of lactation. And fifth last one is involution, that is regression of the breast after post lactation. So come to the structure. This is the structure. In a structure, these are the alveoli, lactiferous ducts, ampulla, this area is nipple, sinuses, contains the lactiferous sinuses. So mainly the breast contains parenchyma. The parenchyma consists of 10 to 15 ducts extending from the nipple to terminate in grapes-like a structure known as alveoli. So this is the grapes-like a structure, alveoli. Alveoli are the basic unit. यहीं पे बनता है milk. This is the structure of alveoli, and there are 15 to 20 pyramidal structure shaped lobes separated by corpus ligament, and each contain the lobules, which are further separated by fat and connective tissue. And the nipple, the surrounded by the hyperpigmented area known as areola. यहाँ पे ये nipple है surrounded by dark hyperpigmented skin here, that is areola. So in lactation, estrogen progesterone stimulate growth of development of the breast throughout pregnancy, and prolactin level also steadily increases during pregnancy because of the stimulated action of estrogen. Now come to the what are the hormones responsible for the growth of mammary gland. There are various hormones which are involved in the development and growth of the breast at different stages. First comes estrogen, progesterone, third one is prolactin, and fourth one is placental hormone. And there are some other hormones which are responsible. There are main 5 types of placental hormones. First HCG, that is human chorionic gonadotropin. Second is HCS, that is human chorionic somatotropin. Third one is human chorionic thyrotropin. Fourth one is estrogen progesterone. Fifth one is relaxin. So placental hormones are also responsible for the growth and development of breast. Come to the role of estrogen. Due to presence of estrogen, there is growth of ductal system occurs. Estrogen causes growth and branching of the duct system. So the normal development of the duct system in breast at puberty depends upon the estrogen. Estrogen is also responsible for the accumulation of fat in the breast. Come to the second hormone, that is progesterone. The growth of the glandular tissue occurs due to presence of progesterone. The development of a stroma of the mammary gland depends upon the progesterone activity. Progesterone stimulates the development of glandular tissues. Come to the prolactin. Prolactin is necessary for the milk secretion. However, it also plays an important role in growth of mammary gland during pregnancy. Normally, prolactin is inhibited by prolactin inhibiting hormones secreted from hypothalamus. However, its secretion starts increasing from the second trimester, that is from 5th month of pregnancy. Other hormones include growth hormone, thyroxine and cortisol. These all three hormones enhances the overall growth and development of the mammary gland in all stages. And relaxin that facilitates the development of mammary gland. It is secreted by corpus luteum, mammary gland and placenta. Lactation. Lactation means synthesis, secretion and ejection of milk, and it involves mainly two processes. First one is milk secretion and second is milk ejection. So this is the internal structure of mammary gland. These are adipose tissue, these are ducts, lactiferous ducts, nipple open here, sinuses यहाँ पे है. These are lobules containing alveoli. This is the enlarged picture. These are the myoepithelial cells, alveolar epithelial cells. These cells produce milk and accumulated here in the lumen, and due to contraction of these cells milk ejection occurs via the duct. यहाँ पे ejection होगा यहाँ से. Come to the milk secretion. Synthesis of milk by alveolar epithelium and its passage through the duct system is known as milk secretion. Milk secretion occur in two phases. First, initiation of milk secretion, that is galactogenesis, and second one is maintenance of milk secretion, that is galactopoiesis. Initiation of milk secretion. Although a small amount of milk secretion occur at the later month of pregnancy, a free flow of milk occur only after the delivery of the child. The milk which is secreted initially before parturition is called colostrum. It secreted after delivery for 1 to 3 days. Colostrum is yellow color in color and it is rich in protein and salts, but it contains less amount of sugar, that is carbohydrate, and it also contain fat. यहाँ पे एक्सेप्ट नहीं होगा, ये फैट भी कंटेन करता है, बट अमाउंट इज लेस देन मेच्योर ह्यूमन मिल्क, दैट इज इट कंटेन्स अबाउट लेस अमाउंट ऑफ फैट. एक्सेप्ट यहाँ पे फैट भी होता है, एक्सेप्ट नहीं होगा. Gross anatomy of the breast. लैक्टेटिंग ब्रेस्ट, एल्वेओलर एपिथेलियम्स, मिल्क आया, डक्ट्स के थ्रू इजेक्शन हुआ, फिर यहाँ निपल पोर से बाहर आते हैं. Now come to the role of hormone in galactogenesis. Prolactin is responsible for the galactogenesis. During pregnancy, in the later months, large amount of prolactin is secreted, but the activity is hormone is suppressed by the estrogen and progesterone secreted by the placenta. mainly by the progesterone. Inhibition होता है due to presence of progesterone. Because of this, the lactation is prevented during pregnancy. Immediately after delivery of the baby and the expulsion of placenta, there is sudden loss of estrogen and progesterone. Now the prolactin is free to exert its action on the breast and to promote galactogenesis. What happens after delivery? The progesterone levels falls sharply. पहले progesterone कम होगा, उसकी वजह से जो prolactin का action होता है वो upper hand हो जाते हैं. Because the prolactin is suppressed by the presence of high level of progesterone. एस्ट्रोजन धीरे धीरे कम होते हैं और एस्ट्रोजन जब धीरे धीरे कम होंगे तो फिर प्रोलैक्टिन का एक्शन को वो स्टिमुलेट करते हैं ड्यू टू लो लेवल ऑफ प्रोजेस्टेरोन आफ्टर डिलीवरी ऑफ द बेबी. Galactopoiesis depends upon the hormone like growth hormone, thyroxine and cortisol, which are essential for continuous supply of glucose, amino acid, fatty acid, calcium and other substances which are necessary for the milk production. This is a flow chart. Lactation includes milk secretion and second milk ejection. Milk secretion includes galactogenesis and galactopoiesis. Galactogenesis means initiation of milk secretion and galactopoiesis means maintenance of milk secretion. Galactopoiesis occurs due to presence of prolactin, growth hormone, thyroxine and cortisol, and galactogenesis mainly due to prolactin. And milk ejection occurs due to milk ejection reflex, that is due to presence of oxytocin. Oxytocin is a posterior pituitary hormone. Lactation does not occur during pregnancy because the estrogen progesterone block the action of prolactin on the breast. After parturition, the estrogen progesterone level decreases. Mainly progesterone level decreases abruptly and sharply, and lactation occurs. Lactation is maintained by suckling, which stimulates both oxytocin and prolactin secretion. Ovulation is also suppressed as long as the lactation continues because the prolactin has the following effect due to which the ovulation is suppressed. First is inhibit the hypothalamic gonadotropin releasing hormone secretion, that is it has inhibitory action on hypothalamus on the GnRH, and inhibit the action of GnRH on the anterior pituitary, consequently inhibit the LH and FSH secretion, and when there is no FSH LH, ovulation does not occur. Effect of lactation on menstrual cycle. Woman who nurses her child regularly does not have menses for about 34 to 30 weeks after delivery. It is because the regular nursing the baby stimulates prolactin secretion continuously, and this prolactin inhibit the GnRH secretion and resulting in inhibition of FSH and LH secretion. And due to this absence of gonadotropins, the ovary become inactive and the ovulation does not occur. After 30 weeks, the secretion of GnRH gonadotropin starts slowly. When sufficient quantity of gonadotropin is secreted, mens occurs. Now, what are the alteration occurs during lactation in hormone? First, estrogen progesterone stimulate the development of mammary gland during pregnancy. Milk synthesis by prolactin and human placenta lactogen begins in last trimester of pregnancy. Lactogenesis, that is milk secretion and secretion, does not occur during pregnancy because the progesterone mainly inhibit the prolactin secretion. After delivery, the presence of suckling will allow the prolactin level to remain low and prevent milk formation. And when the baby start sucking, the nursing stimulate prolactin level via a neuroendocrine reflex. There is reflex by which after suckling of the baby, the milk ejection occurs. Nursing also stimulates the oxytocin release, causing the contraction of the alveolar myoepithelium, resulting in milk let down. Milk let down can be stimulated by emotional reaction to the baby and by some sexual activities. And maintenance of nursing suppresses ovulation because of the anti-androtropic action of prolactin. So this is the milk ejection, how occurs. First you see here the suckling stimulate supraoptic and paraventricular nucleus of the posterior pituitary, and this will lead to oxytocin release, and there is contraction of the myoepithelial cells present on the alveoli, and this will lead to milk ejection. Also is stimulated by sensory inputs and emotional inputs. So this is the flow chart, that is a flow chart of suckling reflex. Here you see suckling, positive effect on mechanism receptor in the nipple. This reflex goes to hypothalamus via pituitary, oxytocin release, contraction of myoepithelial cells, milk ejection. It also there is decreased prolactin inhibiting hormone and increased secretion of prolactin from the anterior pituitary and secretion of the alveoli epithelial cells, and this will lead to milk secretion. So this is the reflex, flow chart of suckling reflex. So the human milk contains more protein. The human milk contains less protein, more sugar, more fat than the colostrum. So that is all about the physiology of lactation.